welcome to a new Ponytails with Kellyanne video. So this one is about 5 weeks after I have done Zeus's injury video, and I thought I'll just give you a bit of an update because obviously it's still quite relevant. Here I am, as you can see, with Zeus's booty. So it's obviously quite cold as well this morning. It's a Sunday morning and I am wearing 3 layers, but I have just come back off of my holiday and it was about 36 degrees there. So, you know, coming back to this, and I think it was like 6 degrees this morning. It's quite cold and I'm feeling the cold, and I've also had a bit of a cold as well, so I've literally only just got my voice back yesterday. But anyway, Zeus's injury is still ongoing. So I had the vet out a couple of days after coming back, and basically the lump is still there slightly. It's a lot smaller than it was before I went away, but basically the vets now think that it's the impact caused a bit of a hematoma, and obviously because it's right across his withers, they're basically I've got to, I can't ride, I've basically got to apply heat to it. So I've got a hot water bottle and I'm applying heat to it twice a day for about 20 minutes. I can exercise him, just unridden exercise. So I lunged him last night, and I'm going to take him for a little long rein this morning, and I thought I'll bring you guys with me for a little bit of that. And yeah, so just kind of like see how he's going. And he's got some Metacam, which I've got to put in his feed. He's got to stay out 24/7, which normally this time of year his routine's getting changed over, and Zeus is very confused. So I've not got any bedding down in his stable. This is hay, and I've got to encourage him to basically eat off the floor. So normally his hay I put in his hay bar, but this hay I've had to put on the floor to encourage him to eat off the floor. And then obviously the same with his feed. Normally I put it in his little corner manger, and again his feed has to go on the floor. So, but I've had somebody have a look at it this morning that's on the yard, that's obviously seen it through its whole progression, and they said that they think it is going down, and it's definitely smaller than it was even a week ago. So we are definitely heading in the right direction. We're now 24 hours into the veterinary treatment, and I think that's definitely, touch wood, doing the trick. And then hopefully after 9 days the swelling goes down, and then I should be able to get back to riding, which is the ideal. If it doesn't, then obviously it will need probably some vet intervention, and it will need to be scanned or x-rayed or whatever else. But anyway, so without further ado, I am going to give this boy a bit of a groom, get him ready, and then we're going to go and take him for a little long rein in the woods. The upside to where we are, obviously our yard backs straight onto the woods, so there's no road work, so I can long rein him, I can do whatever out in the woods, and not have to worry about any road work. And then yeah, Zuzi is enjoying his munch, and then he can come back and have his breakfast and go back out in the field. So hopefully that's the plan, and let's see how we go. Okay, so Zeus's boots are all on. I have given him a quick groom. He did wear a full rug last night with a neck, so I groomed him last night, and he's actually obviously still really clean. He didn't even lie down. It was a new rug, and this is it. It's still clean. It's still brand new. So that was the result. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath because of my cold. But yeah, so I'm going to go and do his hot water bottle now, boil the kettle and fill it. The reason I'm doing that is because when you're applying heat, you've got to be really careful not to burn them. And obviously I don't know whether any of you guys have had a hot water bottle and keep it on you for a long period of time. You can burn yourself. I've known of a couple of friends do that in the past. So I'm going to go and quickly heat it now, take him out for about half an hour, long reining him, or whatever exercise I do on the day, and then come back, and it should be cool enough to place on him. And then I'm placing it on him for 5 minutes, taking it off for a minute, letting his skin calm down, putting it back on and applying the heat again, and doing that 4 times. So I'm doing it for, they said 15 to 20 minutes. I'm doing it for 20 because I want this injury sorted, and I'm hoping that by doing more it will help. I'm also hoping that by exercising him a bit, it heats him up a bit, so he gets a bit warm on the inside as well. So we're kind of like hitting it with a bit of a double whammy of heat, and hopefully, so like I said, it seems to be going down. But let me quickly show you. I don't know whether those of you have watched my other video. It's really hard to see, but this was where it was, and it was right the way across and quite swollen. Where now it's this kind of little nodule here, and it's kind of like either side. But as you run your hand across it, you can feel it moving underneath. So it's definitely fluid. Most people, when you think of a hematoma, you think of a really big, like, bulge of a hematoma, where this is kind of like relatively small. Because it's on a bone, we think that it's much smaller, but there's still a little bit of heat in it, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this will work. But yeah, we're going to go and do his hot water bottle now quickly, and then give him some exercise, and then hopefully whilst he's eating his breakfast we can do some hot water bottle action. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So we are now in the woods, and as you can see, I am leading, not long reining. Slight change of plan. That is, I've got my rope and my whip here, and I'm a little bit out of breath. It's because I thought to myself, Zeus hasn't actually been in these woods for about 3 or 4 weeks now. Ooh, Zeus! About 3 or 4 weeks now. So I thought, well, he's going to be he might be a bit excitable, a bit spicy. So I thought, well, lead him. But he's doing really well. He's being a really good boy. So he wants to eat everything. It is cold, and there's some sun now, which is nice to see. Get some sun on your back, warm you up. More heat. But he's having a nice time. So it's going to be a nice walk. Nice little walk, isn't it, Lucy? And I'm going to be very out of breath by the end. I'm very hungry. But things we do to get our animals better. Just because I can't ride him, there are lots and lots of other ways of exercise. And it's probably not a bad idea me getting some exercise as well, but probably not when I'm, right in the middle of the worst cold I've had for 2 years. So we move, we'll get it done. And Zeusy is next to me, being a very good boy, very happy. Wish me luck. we are about halfway through now. We're just on our way back. But, oh my God, I was just trying to, oh, just nearly dropped you. I was just trying to take some photos of Zeus. I thought, well, it's looking very pretty and very autumnal. I thought we'll get some photos. No. Zeus is such a pretty boy. And I know I'm a bit biased, but I think he is a very pretty boy. But he looks like such a donkey when his ears are like listening to me. And he's very good at listening to me, I have to admit. But trying to get a nice photo, he looks like this all the time, like with his ears. Oh, there you go, that's a pretty face for a second. And he looks like this most of the time. Like, ears to the side, listening to mummy, listening to what's going on. And yeah, doesn't help when you're trying to find get some nice photos. I almost need somebody to jingle some bits for me. Do we need to get some jingles? No, I have got one glove off. It's in my pocket. My other glove is on. I've done it just for filming. As soon as I stop filming, the glove goes back on. But yeah, he's been a very good boy, and I actually think he's quite enjoying being out. So I'll see you guys when we get back onto the yard. And on another side note, I also want to say that I've got a blister. Not that I'm after any sympathy. My boots have done me dirty today. I've got a blister and I've only been walking 15 minutes. Hashtag just saying, hashtag happy Sunday. We are back, guys. We're back on the yard. The gate to the woods is behind us. So, oh, it's nice and sunny. Zeus is desperate for some grass. But you're not having any, mate. You've got grass out in the field. Oh, he's got mummy. Yeah, he was a really good boy. I think he actually quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. There's a big hill we had to walk up. Not gonna lie, almost killed me. We had to stop at the top, and Zeus was very good, waiting for me to catch my breath. But yeah, so all exercised. He's all done. He's gonna go and have his breakfast, do his hot water bottle, which I'll try and record as best I can. And then yeah, I'm doing something very exciting after that, which I will be filming and will be on my TikTok, YouTube, and probably Instagram tonight, which I'm very, very excited about. And I'm also going to put together a little holiday video and probably upload that to my Instagram and YouTube, just so that everyone knows what I've been up to. But yeah, so I'll see you when it's time for hot water bottle time. Okay guys, we are back. Zeus, get back in your table please, that's not yours. We're back from our ride or walk, so I'm just going to do Zeus his breakfast. It's already pre-made, and I am trying to watch him in the video. He's normally very good at not leaving. I'm just grabbing my knife. He's normally very good at not walking out of his stable, but you know, today he might be a bit cheeky because he is quite hungry actually. He's come in and he's a bit hungry today. But anyway, so I'm just cutting up his apple for him, and then I've just got to put in his medication as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting his apple on one side and covering it over. So as you can see here, I've covered it over with the chaff, and then on the other side I'm just going to create like just a bit of like no, get back, get back, good boy, stand, wait. On the other side I'm just going to create a bit of like chaff and balancer like base and put the granules in there, because this is the medication. Oh, just the one. Wait. Yeah, so this is the medication that he's on, and basically because it's quite granules, and I will take a little video of that for you. There's not a lot, it's quite a small amount really, and it doesn't stop him really eating his food. Sorry, just dropped that. but that's kind of what it looks like. But it's kind of like a slightly thicker granule, if you know what I mean. It's like some sugar. So I just don't want him to kind of take a mouthful of that on some on his apples, because it sticks to it, and if he tastes it and it tastes a bit sour and it makes the apple taste wrong, he might stop eating his dinner. So I'm just trying to keep that away until I add the water, because once I've added the water I can stir it all and hopefully it'll all be nice for him. So I'm going to go and quickly do that and then give him his breakfast, and we'll see how we go. So Zeus now has his feed. I can turn around. He is just nicely eating. I was meant to put his feed on the floor, but he was so good. He just went and stood where he knows his feed comes. So I felt a bit bad putting it somewhere completely different for him, and he's not used to eating it off the floor. So I thought, well, his hay he can eat off the floor because that's no different to eating his grass. But his feed I probably will leave up there, because he does. The reason I originally put it up there, because I've never fed buckets and corner mangers and stuff before. I've always fed from the floor. But with him, when he was a baby, he used to kick his feed over and it used to go everywhere, all over the floor. And I thought, well, what's the point of me paying for feed? Hi! What's the point of me paying for feed when he's just kicking it all over the floor? So I put it in the feed manger and it stopped him from kicking it, and he doesn't even paw anymore. So yeah, so that helps. So I'm going to quickly do his hot water bottle, put that on for 20 minutes, and then yeah, hopefully it's going to go down again in the next 24 hours. That would be the ideal, won't it, Zeus? If we can get it gone before the 9 days are up, then that will be an absolute win. But watch this space. I just hope that we're on the right track. It feels like we are. And he's actually enjoying the time, and he's enjoying having me back from holiday, which is nice. And I think that makes him feel better as well. But yeah, so let's go and quickly do that. Okay, I don't know whether my footage of me doing the hot water bottle is going to be that good, because as you can see, Zeus looks like a zebra because the sun is starting to come through. It's a very, very cold but sunny day, and I have this little area here where the sun can come through. So I'm not sure how good the footage is going to be, but I'll put it in anyway. I apologise in advance if it's bad. However, it's all done. Zeus's heat is all done. So as you can see, before we used to be able to see it, and now we can't really. It's just a very, very small bump. And I've had a couple of people look at it today that looked after him when I was away, and they're both saying that it's definitely getting smaller. So fingers crossed, touch wood, we're on the right track with it. He's getting better. He's sound, which is the main thing. He's comfortable, which is also the main thing. So I'm going to quickly put his rug on, put him out in the field, and that's it for today. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed a little Zeusy update. I have missed doing videos. I know it sounds crazy because I don't do them for subscribers or followers or anything like that. I purely do them as a video log for me and my boy. Like I had an issue, or I had a trauma earlier in the year, which I haven't gone into any detail on my social media, but I will when the time's right. I just don't feel that I'm in a position yet to kind of open up that kind of trauma again, when I'm kind of doing quite well at not forgetting about it, but kind of rebuilding my life after it. But Zeus is all good, my little video log. So thank you so much for watching. I will be doing a video soon, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.